And so I love that we are able to do that daily. We do this, our Happy Day Commander, every single day from 12 until 12:15. So let me find my section where I am writing for my gratitude. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful that I um, am able to operate from my gifts. We all have several gifts that we have, and it's great to be able to operate from them. And then lastly, hmm, I'm grateful for my daughter. My daughter. Um, we are going out today. I have an event called Lift Light Interaction for Thriving this evening at 7 o'clock. If you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we'll love to see you there. But um, and she was getting dressed and getting herself together, and I said, "Let's wear our matching dresses today." And so she's wearing her red dress like I'm wearing my red dress today. And I love that my 14-year-old, 15-year-old, still wants to do these kind of things with me. It's amazing. It is amazing. So, you all, those are the things that we do during this time. I am so excited to have checked in with you today. We're going to transition into our Try on Thriving podcast in just a minute. You also stick around so that you can check out our guest that's going to be here today. I'm so excited to have met her. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you put a post out. And I've gained so many people who are coming to the Try on Thriving podcast. So we're going to get started. And you
I'm safe. I am enhanced. I am supported. All is well.
Hello, 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 and happy day, Latoya. Welcome in to Try on Thriving podcast. We are so excited that you have decided to be one of our podcast guests. Try on Thriving is all about highlighting leaders like Latoya, leaders who are thriving. The process is I ask them to complete the Thrive plan that you all have, I mentioned earlier. Let me go ahead and put the link up for you all again. And they complete that, and we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk more about them and their initiative, and then also how you can support them. So let's start off with introducing yourself, Latoya. We're so excited that you're here.
Thank you, Erica. I'm so excited to be here as well. Thank you for the opportunity. And it's so wild how, like you said, you can put a post out there, and when you just like believe in yourself and believe in the work that you do and the people that come through, it's like mind boggling, like strangers. Like we literally just met online like a few weeks ago. So I thank you for the work that you do, and I thank you for the opportunity to be here. Latoya Rosoff. I'm owner of 79 Rose Boutique and Pretty at Any Size, which is a body positive initiative, really just to empower women of all sizes and shapes to love yourself in the temple, in the body that you have, just as you are, because we are not created to all look the same.
Absolutely amazing. I'm so excited that you're here because I'm all about fashion and not all about highlighting yourself, being visible, and allowing yourself to share your story and share yourself with others because people are hungry to know you, especially if it's your purpose to be seen and known.
Yes.
Yes. So like I said before, the link down here is below for the Thrive Plan. But I want to ask you, Latoya, how was your experience completing the Thrive Plan? So you know that it takes a thriving you to have a thriving life, business, initiative. So how was completing the Thrive Plan?
You know what? It stopped me in my tracks because these are not your daily questions that you ask and you think about. And as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, all these roles, I had to like sit back in my chair and think about myself and do some self-reflection. So thank you for forcing me to do it because these are questions I probably would have never have
Wait a
like
minute,
what
forcing?
am I like my trauma triggers, like good lord. And it's like no, but it was really good. It was very introspective. It really is, I'm in a different phase in life where I am learning to put myself first. And so it really was very helpful and beneficial to for me to do the brain work. Because like sometimes these are questions like, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. And I had to get to that girl with those questions. I said trauma triggers. Good lord, let me think. What is she asking me? Oh, we gonna talk about this out loud? But it was great. So thank you. Very introspective. It's easy, y'all. It's easy. Like she said, do it. It doesn't take a long time, and it will make you think. But this is the work that we should be doing. Like the world is heavy because
Mm,
we're not doing this work. The world is heavy because we are not doing this work. So thank you for creating a platform, and it's easy and it's safe. I want to use that word on purpose.
thank you.
Safe. It's safe. You were a safe person. It's not
Thank
somebody's
you.
going to just spread your business
No.
or do whatever. Like she said, her purpose is to help. So that was a long-winded answer, but thank
Oh,
you
I love it.
to me do that work because again, like I type A, like I'm like, I don't this is I'm gonna deal with this when I have time. And we're not gonna not make I'm gonna lean in. We're not gonna make the time and do the real work. So thank you for forcing us to do the real work.
Well, I want to say thank you for that hearty answer
Mm-hmm.
about your experience with it. Um, I also thank you for mentioning the safety part. I am a
Mm-hmm.
licensed professional counselor, so I
Mm-hmm.
do uphold confidentiality for
Mm-hmm.
my license, but also just personally, that's what I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
And when you complete the form, I don't look at the form. It goes directly to your email and it's yours. It's your Thrive plan. It's not anybody else's. And it's personalized. So thank you
Mm-hmm.
for mentioning that.
Mm-hmm.
I think people sometimes, well, it goes back to what you said, taking the time to do it. And
Taking the time to do it.
taking the time to do it. Now you have a Thrive plan, and now
Now
you
you
can
have a
share
thought.
that with other people and be like, let's sit down and do this thing. Please, let's
Mm-hmm.
do that. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody deserves a plan to thrive. But I want to know more about you and your initiative. Please
Yes.
tell us
Yes.
all about what you got going on. And
Yes.
also make sure you drop a link. Tell me what link I should put in here so that I can put here for you.
Yes. So I started a boutique 10 years ago called 7 9 Rose Boutique, just to play off my last name and the year I was born. So there's nothing really original about that part, but because all the names I wanted was taken. So I mean, I digress. Fashion background, went to got a undergraduate degree in fashion merchandising business. Started my professional career, managing two well-known department stores. And so I've been literally dressing women for about 20 plus years. And so I 10 years ago, I had this initiative. I wanted to start a boutique. Digress a little bit. My husband's from California. We go to California every year to visit family, and we went down to the fashion district. If you know the fashion district, if you ever been to LA, that's where that's the fashion district where a lot of boutiques and things like that get their clothing. And so I went down the wrong block and I went to the wholesale block. I didn't know it was a wholesale block. So I walked in and I'm looking, and the lady babe, she schooled me in like 15 minutes about wholesale and selling wholesale. I think it was like, let's say some shredded shorts. And I wanted to buy, and she said, you can get four for $100. right? And then you just take them back and flip them. And I was like, what? So I always had a passion for fashion. I know that sounds cliche, but I always was, love clothes, love like helping people look good. And so I took that back, went through a basically local Shark Tank incubator program, and I got to the very end, and I missed being accepted by one point, but it was all part of the plan. And so my idea was to start a little black dress shop because all girls need a little black dress. And so the feedback from the judge was like, you need to niche this some more. Love the idea, smart, niche it a little bit more. And so at that time, just hearing feedback from family, friends, like if I'm a woman with curves, I just can't go to the mall to buy something. I get punished. I have like, in no shade, I think we had like Lane Bryant and Catherine's 10 years ago. Now we've have evolved, but it was just two stores and it's like, or JC Penney, and it was a sexy stuff. It was matronly and it wasn't like, we're women. So that was my niche. I opened a plus size dress shop for curvy women. And I had a little black dress shop, and I had a really good run until about 2 years ago. And I've been on a little bit of a fashion hiatus. And what I learned is, so I did fashion shows, and I've done just all kind of things you have to do that comes with running a boutique, and get to style people and things like that. And what I learned was the curvy girls want to be thin, and the thin girls want to be curvy. Nobody's happy with their bodies. And so drove me crazy. Like, and that's one thing I learned when it's one of my, selling points for so I'll get to that. So what I did, I went back last year. I went through a body image certification program. So I'm a certified body image coach. And I started a movement called, and I didn't coin this, but pretty at any size. And that's just it. I want to empower women of all shapes and sizes to love your body as it is and embrace the difference, because this right here, this is DNA. We're not supposed to look the same, and we have been forced in this idea. It's the whole psychology about how we feel about ourselves. This. I learned this when I wrote my journal. Is about negativity bias. We are we are genetic. We are inclined to think negative about ourselves because that is our brain's fight or flight for safety. So anyway, I started this movement called Pretty as Size Coaching, body confidence coaching program, where I help you learn to love your body. And I have to preface this because this is the feedback I get when I all I hear was like, oh, you just serve curvy girls or plus size girls and you just telling them to be unhealthy. I am not, because I am not have an MD behind my name. I am not a doctor. I am literally saying beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms, and you do not have to change your body to feel worthy and accept your worth and walk in your purpose. Look at the world. The world is so heavy, and they have us and they want us cookie cutter, and we're so busy trying to chase this moving goalpost of body image and shape and sizes, and the world needs our gifts and our purposes and the things that we can do, and we're not doing those because we are so hung up on how we look. That's another long-winded answer. I need to work on my answers. That's another long-winded answers about what I do and how. So yeah, that's my mission. So owner a boutique, started this movement, setting pretty any size, in which I want to again empower all women to love themselves. And even if you're on a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey, love the journey that you are on. And selfishly, the timing of this is a little selfish because I'm in perimenopause. My body's doing all kind of things right now. And so I am preaching to myself as I encourage others. And I'm gonna stop because I'm just talking.
Well, I would like to know, how can people reach out to you?
Yes, yes. Sorry, you did that. At 79rose, Rose with a Z. This is supposed to play off my last name. 79rose.com. Real simple, easy. At 79 Rose on all social platforms except TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but all the other social platforms you can find me. And then if you put in 79 Rose, it should be the first thing that pops up, like on Instagram and Facebook and all of that.
So it's the website 79rose.com.
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
79rose.com is the website. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
And
Well,
then at 79 Rose on all social platforms except TikTok.
okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. You all, please go support Latoya, support yourself, and get yourself the care, the a consultation, and gain the esteem that you're
Mm-hmm.
needing to show up as yourself,
As yourself.
accept yourself because you are perfect as you are, and this is what
As
she
you
is
are.
perfect. That's what she's advocating for us today. And that's where you're operating from, you're thriving. So tell me, what what coping skill are you going to level up for yourself now?
It's gonna sound so cliche, but rest. Because one of the
No, it's
questions
not.
that was
No, it's
asked
not. No, it's not.
is rest.
It's right on track with how I roll. Yes.
Yes.
When you do
Yes.
that, you get to know yourself. Everything else
Man.
works when you rest. But
Yes.
because the world tells us not to, especially Americans, tells us not to. We got to hustle and grind. Yes, rest. Lay down.
Rest.
I said, people, lay down.
Lay down. Have several
Take
seats.
15 minutes. Do nothing.
Stay
Yeah.
several right. Because and when I went through, I'm gonna be very transparent. When I went through my Thrive assessment, and it was like distractions, right? There's some questions that you ask, and it's like, you know what, I'm busy because it's this distraction of me to work on myself. That was my aha. And it was like, sometimes the Holy Spirit just checks you randomly, and it's like, oh, he's like trying to tell you. And I was like, okay, I'm listening. All right, I got it. But it was so clear, and it was so, I'm being silly, but I do play too much. But it was about rest, and rest, like I'm type A, moving, grooving, do this and do that. And we punish ourselves as women. There's this guilt we feel when we sit down and we put our own oxygen mask on first, and it feels
Woo!
uncomfortable. I'll be honest, it feels very uncomfortable. Saturday, I did something super scary for myself. I spoke at a virtual conference, and I had like 10 minutes. And so the rest of the day, I'm so used to being, and my husband and son went to World Cup games, and I had the whole house to myself. I'm like, I'm about to clean up, I'm about to do this. And I didn't. And I sat and I vegged, and I binge watched a show I've been trying to catch up on. And I sat down the first time and I felt so bad. And I'm like, oh no, this house is a mess. I gotta do. And even my husband came back. He's like, you sat there all day? And I was like, I sat here. And I ate chocolate and I caught up on my shows. And after 30 minutes into it, it was like, what they say, somebody saw somebody posted, you gotta schedule joy and schedule, and I'm like, or schedule rest. And I'm like, I'm gonna, just because I'm type A. So I'm like, I'm gonna schedule rest. And I know that sounds so silly,
No, it's not.
but I'm a
I think
schedule
no,
rest.
no. I nap every day. Yes. It's scheduled.
Yes.
hmm
It's
yes,
schedule.
because I am type A too. And it's be the type A ones that's busy doing everything. So I have to schedule my joy. I schedule my
Hmm.
naps every day.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes.
I wake up in the morning excited about my nap.
Right.
So this
Right.
has been absolutely amazing. You all, please reach out to Latoya and give us some closing remarks. And thank you so much for being here.
Yes, no, thank you for having me again on your platform. Closing remarks is, this is really it. You, whoever's listening, you are your own beauty standard. You set the tone. You make the clothes look good, not the other way around. You are not supposed to look like anyone else. And I know that's hard to crack with everything being thrown at us and weight loss this and this pill and that pill and all of that. But you are fine as you are. You are your own beauty standard. If I could leave you anything, you are your own beauty standard.
Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.
Bye bye.